server, which is, you can find the details to in the description of this video. Now, okay. So I'm at our trader, and I'm the admin of the server, and it's just occurred to me. So what's happening here is that I have put a bounty on my own head. Oh good, there is a clip. Very good. I've just put a bounty on my own head and said that I'm going to one of our PvP towns, and that anyone who comes and kills me is going to get 20,000 in-game dollars, which is pretty fun. I will almost certainly die quite quickly, which, you know, would make for a better video, really. I wouldn't mind a Mosin. Oh, there we go. Oh, and it's got a PU scope. Nice. Alright, I'll chuck my shotgun in there. And, I mean, I guess I probably should have geared up before I started the video, but whatever. If you're watching a YouTube video of Daisy, you're already pretty weird. Oh. Just heard a zombie. That might mean someone's outside. Which is fine, because this is a PVE zone. Going in with only one clip is a bit shit. Nope, there's already shots. So I think by saying that, by putting this bounty on my own head, I have attracted a bunch of people to the town, and they will almost certainly start killing each other. So that's my that's my theory. You know, I don't really need that bayonet. Doesn't do it for me. Just makes it stick up more. And to be honest, I don't think I'm going to get to the point where I'm like adeptly using my bayonet to rule the day or anything. I think I'll probably, if history's anything to go by, I will spray a few clips at someone, miss, and then die. That's generally how I roll. That's my that's my usual MO. I thought we had a helmet around here, but it might have been sold. Haven't been back here for a while. I haven't ever placed a landmine and killed someone with it, so I'd be happy if I managed to pull that off. So that's all building stuff. I could make a why don't I do that? I'll make a camo net for my Mosin. That's pretty fun. Ah. No, that only gives me one. Of course. I thought you got more than one. You only get one strip out of a burlap sack? I feel like that's new. These don't have any water in them, which is kind of annoying. I imagine going to get the water will just get me killed. If I do it there in Tano, I could always just not do it in Tano. Choices, choices. What we got in the way of... There we go. A little bit of Mosin ammunition. So already got stuff in it. Okay, I'm going to put you down there. Put you up there. Did that work? No. What the fuck? There we go. What we're going to see is really, to be honest here, is absolutely how terrible I am at this game. There's a lot of very good people in this server. And now that I've put out a call with my life on the line, they will all just come and kill me. So it's important that you know that. I'll put you down there. Get some rags happening there. I don't think we have any smoke grenades. It's pretty new, the trader, so it's not that stocked. Got a flashbang. I mean, I would be kidding myself if I think I'm going to get to the situation where I, you know, toss a flashbang and do something heroic like that. It's not really going to happen. Well, I reckon that's about it. Got a few bullets. I'll take another box of those. I mean, I probably don't need it. No, we don't really, but whatever. Fuck it. Taking it anyway. If I get into an extended Mosin battle, during which I have time to reload, I'll be absolutely amazed. But, look. It's all a bit of fun, isn't it? Okay. Well, let's do this thing. Now, I will need to change this code. Because ye will now be able to see what the code is. So when I die in about 1 minute, I'll come back and I'll have to redo the code, just in case somebody is studious enough to find the server, find the trader, and then come and use the code, which seems unlikely. Be kind of an honor if you did. It's kind of jerky. I do find that the new updates have really made it, just for the first like 5 minutes or so, made it super jerky. Now, technically I shouldn't have to worry too much at this point, because... Hello cat. Because this is not a PvP zone. I do need to remember where the water pump is though, because I would quite like to fill up my little bottle. So I'm going to have a look on I Survive. Okay, let's have a look. It's going to be a little bit of a run over there, actually. Okay, so I have to go back up to the church. It's near the church. Come back down along the river. Maybe just go straight over the river. Tyler's over there. Okay. Yeah, so this server's going pretty well. I've run quite a few servers over the years. On PS4. Had some big hits in that time. And this one's kind of, you know, I don't have a lot of time on my hands now with IRL stuff, but I've kind of focused on making a server that more or less has some light rules and doesn't require too much. Son of a bitch. I've just realised my sound isn't coming through my headphones. Okay. But we're getting pretty good numbers, so it's just called PVE in the... Why am I looting? I don't need to loot. In the server, in the community server list, it's just called PVE. Papa Victor Echo. And, you know, PVE isn't the easiest thing to attract people to. Because, you know, a lot of people... Do I hear flies? I do hear flies. I wonder if I'm inadvertently near somebody's base. Because it is legal to kill people near a base. That's one of our rules. So basically we've got 6 PVE towns, PvP towns, and also all player bases are PvP. So the problem with that, or the difficulty with that, is that every now and then you stray into somebody else's base area, which then results in being shot and killed. So it is, it's kind of a slight weakness with the rules. I'm just looking at Eyes of Ove again while I'm drinking, just to work out the best approach here, so I don't get entirely lost, which I honestly am very good at doing in this game. So, if you didn't know already, you can drink a ridiculous amount of water. And it just means that you don't need to drink for ages and ages and ages. So, it's pretty handy. You just drink until you get the full stomach thing. And then, oh, shit, I got it. I wasn't watching. Hopefully I don't throw up. I'm just going to fill up my canteen. There's absolutely no way I will live long enough to run out of that much water. Again, as I say, I am not what you would call very good at this game. An axe, unfortunately. An axe really gets that job done faster. But you work with what you have. I actually haven't seen many axes. Should probably have a look at that in the items. Oh, that's just a button. Thought it was a base. Okay, there's a few people on. Not tons. There's a lot of the people that play are on this server are in the UK or in America. So it's getting late in the States. And the UK folks sort of tend to start waking up around now. So, you know, may not see any action at all. But it's the thought that counts. Now, swimming across this river. This is a classic way to get lost. So what am I going to do? I'm going to come out of the river. Then I'm going to head... There's actually quite a lot of... Okay, I'm going to kind of follow the train line. But I'm going to get into a bit of cover while I do it. Just in case there are bases around here. This whole northern area is absolutely filled with player bases. The south, this is Livonia of course. The southern area is still pretty empty, pretty wild and free. I mean, I imagine there are people wandering around down there, but not nowhere near the sort of bases. We've got about 50 bases built in the northern half of the map, which certainly makes for a lively situation. Is there a zombie out here? Forest zombies. They're the worst. Especially if you're stalking someone and you cop a forest zombie. Stay in your lane, forest zombies. Okay, so you can see down the bottom the PVP towns are Sitnik, Gleniska, Tarno, Topolin, Nadbor, Geralto. And then all the player bases are also PvP. So there's plenty of opportunities for PvP, it's just not constant PvP chaos. The idea is to basically have a server that does a little bit of everything. You can go and live on your own in the forest. You can just build your little sim city. You can be a M4 hellman / hell lady. The choice is yours. Okay, the train line's still down there. Whoa. Okay, I think we've got a little way to go. Where is that train line going? Because I've put the call out for everyone to come and kill me. Kind of don't want to run straight into the open. Snipers could be waiting. It'd be good if I can find a vantage point over the town. Wouldn't mind doing a little bit of sniping myself. Did I say that gun was damaged? No. Actually didn't check the wornness and damagedness of my things. fish I prepared earlier. Oh, where is this orchard on the map? So, Tano. There's a high. Let's have a look in the terrain version of the map. Topographic. Tano. Looks like there's a bit of a vantage point to the southwest. Which is handy because that's kind of the direction I'm coming from. If I'm going in the right direction, that is. Not sure what all this shit is. There's the train line again. Surely this is tunnel already. Fuck, maybe it is. This is an annoying turn of events. Whoa. My controller is freaking out. Okay, that was not positive. Because something weird was going on with my controller. And if it comes to fighting someone, it's not going to be good. Anyway, as they say, a bad handyman always blames his tools. And that is absolutely what I'm doing right now. And I intend to keep doing it for the remainder of this video. Now, the question is, where the fuck am I? I think, oh yeah. So I think I'm, okay. Okay. That's fine. Now which way was I going? This is the question. Across here, something. I mean, not having a scope on my M4 is not ideal. But I think I'll be going for the old rush at them, shooting a lot tactic. Which reminds me, I should probably... oh yeah, it's on full auto. Okay. Oh wait, so there is a sign there. Is that sign going to say... Brody? Okay. So this is the other side of the river of Brody. I did not know it spanned the river. we go. Okay, so it's pretty much open ground here until you get to Tano. So I'm going to go on that hill over there. Because Tano is over there, I do believe. Barns up there. Actually, those big barns. No, I'm not close enough yet. Those big barns are excellent for sniping from. Not much good if you against lots of players because they can surround you pretty easily. But can cause a fair bit of confusion if it's the type of barn that I'm thinking it is. Yeah, it's not really a barn, is it? It's like a, I don't know, really large shed. Quite often people will build bases in them. Let's see if this one's got a base in it. Nope. Alright, it'll be nice to get into some trees. Feeling a little exposed. I'm pretty sure Tano should be sort of down there-ish. Further around here. Now, it does of course remain to be seen if anyone is actually going to take the bait. Zombie aggro. But if they do take the bait and decide to come and try and kill me, it is not out of the question that they would come to this very spot or up through these trees. If I am right about where I am, because I still haven't laid eyes on the fucking town yet. But quite often I'll find when I do things that I think are clever and strategic, the other person or other people are also doing the same thing because it's the obvious strategic choice. Unfortunately I couldn't get on a little earlier before all the Americans went to bed, because we had good numbers before. Been picking up quite well actually. Getting a solid 25 every now and again. Okay, that's definitely Gleneska. Okay, putting your fists up is going to make much of a difference. So I reckon getting up that Thar hill is a good idea. Is it a watchtower? No. So that hill is the obvious place to be, which, as I say, does mean there's a higher chance of other people being on it. Luring people to a town with promises of financial reward and then trying to snipe them from outside of the town is pretty DayZ. I think it's on brand. I mean, hell, there's a bounty on my head. I have to be careful. Probably a little bit closer to the town than I want to be. Is that sun going down? I think it is. The nights aren't very long, but a little bit of darkness. Just while I get myself in position. Isn't that a terrible concept? Oh. My jacket is damaged. I mean, it could be fun to go in and what is going on? Why can't I? Could be fun to go and try and get my landmine placed. Depends how fast everybody might have gotten here. Indeed, if anybody has come at all. Which, I don't know, I wouldn't care about if I wasn't making a video, but because I'm making the video, I feel like something should happen. But the reality of DayZ is that it's very rare that anything happens. Kind of the sickness of playing DayZ is that you run around doing shit, but nothing ever really happens. And then when it does happen, it's all over in about 4 seconds. So, guys hear footsteps. Jumping at shadows. Okay. Get the gun out before you can look down the sights. So I don't know if this is Gleniska. It does feel a little bit towny, doesn't it? Feels town-esque. But I'm really not 100% on where I am. Which is generally par for the course. Spend most of the time not knowing where I am in this game. I mean, yeah. It is kind of, I guess it's kind of part of the fun that there really could be a crew of people coming to kill me and claim their prize. Or just literally no one. I mean, maybe just no one's coming. And I'll just run around jumping at shadows by myself. Oh, it's just a zombie. No aggroed zombies. So actually, one thing is if there's a base here, then because we've got this base alarm thing set up on the Discord, where basically if you supply me with your could have sworn I heard footsteps. I'm wigging out, man. if you supply me with your coordinates of your base, I can put an alarm on it so that whenever anyone goes near it, it tells you. And it also tells you what their location is when they were near the base. So the point of me telling you this is that if indeed there is a base in this town, then when I go near the base, the person who has the base will get an alarm. That would also require the person who owns said base to be in the commensurate time zone. So, look, chances aren't high. Like a good vantage point. What's that over there? Yeah, I could always go. I think there's a police station here. I could always go the old top of the police station. It's actually a pretty good vantage point, because when it's not much good if it's a first-person server, but if it's a third-person server, you can crouch in the top of the police station, get a pretty good vantage point without being able to be shot, unless there's high ground nearby, which I don't think there is with this one. Maybe nobody has come. I might put a message on Discord and ask whether anyone wants to come and get some of this sweet, sweet admin. I mean, like I say, the truth is, I'm happy to just run around, because that's really what DayZ is. It just doesn't make for a very good YouTube video. God damn it.